services. Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and AC is based out of Richmond, Minnesota, and serves the surrounding areas. For friendly, experienced technicians you can count on, better get Gilk. Find them on their website at gilkplumbing.com.
Hello, Bulldog fans. This is Caitlin Morozic. I am live from the Coronis Ministries. We are here broadcasting the first home JV and varsity gymnastics meets for the Paynesville Bulldogs versus the Maple Lake Irish. Here tonight, we have the Dick Housens hosting us. We are videoing everything today. We'll be doing the live stream of all 4 events: vault, the uneven bars, balance beam, and the floor exercise. We will try our best to capture everything that we can on camera. Like I said, my name is Caitlin. I am a former Bulldog gymnast here. It's been kind of fun to be back in the gym, seeing how everything looks pretty similar. However, they have gotten a much nicer floor since I was competing here, so kind of fun. And it is also nice to see some familiar names on the roster, as I have been coaching some of these girls since they were in their preschool years. So really fun to see them here on the floor tonight, and just looking forward to having a good time. So stay tuned with us, and we'll try our best to get everything on camera. Thanks. All right, we are just wrapping up the national anthem, so the girls are going to be going to their events. First, we will start on the home team, Paynesville Bulldogs, Eden Valley Watkins Eagles. We'll be starting on vault and bars, and the visitors will be on beam and floor. And we are heading over. Before each event, there is a 3-minute touch. What that means is the team that will be competing on the event has a 3-minute warm-up. So they'll be able to warm up a few of their skills before they compete the event. This helps keep their muscles warm and gets them feeling ready and prepared to show off their skills. Another really fun thing about vault is they actually get 2 chances to do the best skill. So they usually will do the same vault, but sometimes girls will do a second different vault that is either higher in difficulty or lower, just depending on how the first score goes. This is going to be a 3-judge meet, so there's only going to be 1 judge on vault, which means her score is the score, versus a 2-judge meet where the judges will actually average the score, and that would be your score. Just sometimes judges see different things at different times. What's important on vault is that the line, so they're looking at how they enter the springboard, how they enter the vault, and then how they leave the vault. And there are specific lines that they want to see you hit. They want to see you nice and tight like a board, and they want to see your toes pointed. We will have the Maple Lake Irish on the uneven bars at the same time, also doing their 3-minute touch. As soon as the girls get started, I will kind of walk us through what they're competing. But in the meantime, I would like to acknowledge some of our sponsors. The first sponsor that has made this possible for our girls and for you viewers is Perennial Bank. Perennial Bank of Paynesville is your one-stop shop for all your banking needs. Stop in today and talk to the wonderful people at Perennial Bank. Visit perennialbank.com, that's PERENIAL bank.com for more information. So on the bars is actually going to be Maple Lake's varsity team, and competing on the vault is actually going to be the Paynesville Eden Valley Watkins junior varsity team. So competing on vault for junior varsity for Paynesville, we have Faith, Elena, McKenna, and Haley, and they'll compete in that order. Looks like Maple Lake has started competing, so there'll be 2 judges on uneven bars for the varsity competition. Between the 2, they average the score, and that will be what she gets for the routine. Looks like we are about to start. We have Faith Dickhausen up first. She is at the end of the runway there. All right, she's stepping up and she's about to go for it. Very nice. Looks like she's going to be competing a front handspring on the vault for us. Something that the judges are going to be looking for is legs are together, legs are straight. There's this something called a block that they're looking for. It's like a little shoulder shrug that pops you off the vault, and they look for that. And another front handspring. She did awesome. Looks like the first vault scored a 7, so we're looking for a 7 or higher on the second vault, and she'll get to take whatever score is higher. Next we have Elena Mink on the vault. Looks like she got a 7 too, so we will go with the 7.2 for her score. Sounds like she'll also be competing a front handspring, so we're looking at a similar vault to that Faith competed. And Elena did have a nice block off the vaults, a little knee bend at the front, which again, they're looking for those lines. They're looking for the angle on that block, which she did have a very nice one. Little hand touch at the end might cost her a few tenths deduction. Looks like she got a 7-1 on her first vault. Little bit better of a landing on that one, so she'll take less of a deduction on the landing. Had a very nice, powerful block on the vaults. Should be scoring higher the second round. Now we have McKenna stepping up on the vault. Second vault was a 7.5, so pretty good score for Elena. And McKenna is competing a half on. It's essentially like a round off or a cartwheel on the vaults. They are looking for the half twist entry with a big block off the back. A little bit higher of a difficulty as far as the score goes for start value. Looks like she got a 7.6. And another half on. The judges will note a little bit of split legs at the beginning, which will be a couple of tenths deduction from her starting value. Scores are out of 10.0, but specific moves have different start values, and so that's where they'll start and then deduct from there. So 7.6 looks like it was her highest score, the first vault. Now we have Haley competing for Paynesville EVW. She'll be the last one of our team on the vaults. Sounds like she'll be competing a front handspring. Good, and so the judges are looking for that straight legs instead of the nice kick. They're looking for a block off the vault. She had a pretty good landing. $7.4 for her. Sometimes we hit our heads on the vault. It happens. Definitely the first one is the score that they'll go with. Looks like the bars might have one more gymnast competing before we'll switch rotations. Looks like our varsity team is already getting their 3-minute touch started with some warm-ups, keeping themselves warm. We will go ahead and talk about another one of our amazing sponsors that helps make this possible for everyone. Leisure Insurance Agency. At Leisure Insurance Agency, they are here to work for you, providing coverage for your various insurance needs. Located right in Paynesville, they provide local residents as well individuals, businesses, farmers, and families throughout central Minnesota with exceptional insurance products backed by personalized service. Whether you are looking for auto insurance coverage to crop hail protection, they can help. Call RAND today at 320-243-7144, and that's Leisure Insurance Agency. Thank you for being a wonderful sponsor to make this happen during our COVID era. Looks like the varsity squad for Maple Hill has also finished competing and is starting to warm up their junior varsity girls on uneven bars. Girls are getting ready and warmed up. We will be starting with Ava on the Paynesville EVW team. The quiet in the air means it's time to start competing. So now the second judge has joined our vault crew for varsity, so there'll be 2 scores, and then they take the average of those 2 scores. Looks like Ava competed a half on. She did do a little bit of walking. Judges are looking for that block. It does have a higher start value than the front handspring. They're looking for legs together and that big block off the back of the vault. Looks like she will be getting a 7.95 on that vault. A little bit of a few deductions on the landing there. It did go a little bit crooked and off to the side. I think she'll probably score a little bit better on the first vault. Up next is Tristan Lamberson. Looks like definitely the first vault was the better of the two in the score they'll be going for. Tristan competed a front handspring vault. She did have a very nice shape off the back. She was very straight. Her legs were straight coming onto the vaults. Pretty good vaults for Tristan. Looks like she'll be getting an 8.23 for her vault. Very nice landing. She didn't have any steps at the end. Again, very nice block and a nice shape. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks she can work on twisting that and upping her degree of difficulty. She's more than capable. Looks like an 8.15, so the first vault is the higher score. Now we have Becca Walls. And looks like Becca's competing a half on with a half twist. So for those that don't understand the half and half, it's instead of a 360, it's 180 degrees on and 180 degrees off. Judges are looking for that nice block. She wants a high block so she has time to twist before she lands. 8.35 is the score on the first vault. She did have a little bit of a higher block, so her twist was a little bit higher. She had a very nice landing. I'd say a couple deductions on the arch. You want to make sure that you're nice and tight when you hit that vault. 8.45 for Becca. I think that's about the same score as the first one. Now we have Macy Brutker, which is actually, Brutker is my brother's first name, so that's kind of fun. Very nice vault. She also competed a half on, half off. She had a very nice entry. She was very tight. She had a little leg separation right at the top, right underneath the basketball hoop, which will cost her about 1/10 of a deduction. She did have a pretty nice landing, and her twist was complete. Looks like she'll be getting a 8.45. One judge was significantly lower. Just depends on what they're looking at. Again, a very nice vault. She's very fast on the runway, gets good speed and a good block, but she does have that little leg separation at the top, which will cost her a few tenths deduction. Now we have Isabel Campbell up on the vault. Pretty good score for the second vault. Looks like we'd be about an 8.525, which is better than the first one. And Isabel did compete a half on, full off, so 180 on to the vault entering and a 360 on the way out. She did have some flex toes, or some fish hooks as I like to call them, instead of pencil toes, which will be about 1/10 or 2. They want to make sure that you also have a very large block to get that full complete twist. Looks like she got an 8-4. And another half on, full off. Didn't quite get a big enough block to complete the twist, so landed a little short. This score will be significantly lower. Any hand touch to the mat is going to be a fall, and that is a 5/10 deduction, which is the highest deduction that you can get in gymnastics in a single deduction. All right, looks like both schools have wrapped up their events. So Paynesville EVW will be rotating now to the bars, and the Maple Lake Irish will be rotating to the vaults. Okay. We are going to head to a commercial break.
Make Wealth Management has offices located in Paynesville and Wilmer, and is a comprehensive wealth management, investment, and insurance firm. As your trusted advisors, we are wholly dedicated to helping you reach a higher purpose for your wealth and design a lasting legacy for your family. We leverage deep industry knowledge, a vast network of specialized services, proven investment strategies, and a passion for serving you. Let Make Wealth Management help you live your life by design, not by default.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
M&M Lumber is your lumberyard, hardware store, paint department, and rental center, all rolled into one convenient location. Their operation includes numerous departments staffed with knowledgeable personnel who are able to assist with material estimates, product selection, provide tips to make your project go more smoothly. Stop by M&M Lumber today to get your ideas and plans in motion. Visit their website at mmlumberrental.com. The experts at Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning provide fast, affordable HVAC and plumbing repair for your home, business, and remodeling service. They offer plumbing and water jetting services along with heating and air conditioning products, insulation, drain cleaning products, and other services. Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and AC is based out of Richmond, Minnesota, and serves the surrounding areas. For friendly, experienced technicians you can count on, better get Gilk. Find them on their website at gilkplumbing.com.
All right, we are back. Hope you enjoyed a little commercial break with some of our sponsors. Our varsity team is warming up on uneven bars right now, doing their 3-minute touch. The uneven bars are obviously uneven, that's why they're called uneven bars. Some of the girls you'll notice are wearing grips, and those kind of help with the rotations that they're doing, helps their hands a little bit. Gymnast hands can sometimes get pretty bloody with all the rips and tears and calluses that you get. It'll be fun to see kind of what the skills they're going to pull off tonight. Looked like some of the Maple Hill girls had some pretty big skills, so it'll be cool to see what we have on the table today. Competing for Paynesville on the bars for varsity, we will have Ava, Tristan, Macy, Isabel, and Becca Walls. A lot of these girls I have seen at the community education gymnastics program, so it's really cool to see them coming out and continuing with their gymnastics careers. We can take a minute as well to talk about another one of our sponsors here quickly before we start competing. M&M Lumber. For over 30 years, M&M Lumber has been providing the services and products needed to start and finish any construction or home improvement project. They offer a wide selection of building materials, hardware, paint, and even an expanded rental center to help you complete your projects. Stop by M&M Lumber today or visit their website at mmlumberrental.com. All right, the quietness of the gym means that we are just about ready to compete, kind of the calm before the storm, if you will. Up first for us on the uneven bars, we have Ava. Starting it off with a kip, which is a fundamental skill. She's got a switch kip in there because you do have to change directions as a requirement. Missed the first kip a little bit, some bent arms there. Little pause will cost a few deductions and a dismount. Very nice routine. Uneven bars is all about the flow of how everything goes. You don't want any pauses. Those are a 10th deduction. Any extra little casts, which is their bodies coming off of the bar, is also a 10th deduction. You want a nice, clean, flowing routine, pointed toes, straight legs. We will be averaging the scores of both of these judges for the first event here. Looks like we got one judge finish a score, and she is a 5.5. Uneven bars were always my least favorite. It just was never fun, but just waiting on the other judge. Looks like she's flashing the score now. And we've got Miss Tristan on 5.8. Nice kip, a little crooked. We'll lose a little bit of deduction there. A little bit of a pause. Double kip, kip, kip gives you an extra bonus. Kip circle. And a nice flyaway. When you do your flyaway, which is the dismount she did, you want to make sure that your toes are pointed at the ceiling, and when you release, you are about bar height. That is the safest way to land that skill. She did have a nice flowing routine, few pauses here and there, so we'll see a little bit of a deduction there. All right, we've got the first score flashing. It's a 6.0, and the second floor score is going to be a... All right, we've got Macy competing. Very nice kip. Switch kip had a little bit of a knee bend in it. Again, a little bit of a longer pause there. Kip, kip. A little bit of an arm bend will be a little bit of deduction. Back kip circle. And a dismount. On that dismount too, you want to make sure that your rear end comes up about bar height before you let go. She did let go a little bit early, and they are looking for those lines on that skill. Her kips were very beautiful on the low bar. Next up for us, Paynesville EVW, we have Isabel Campbell competing. Looks like she probably has a little rip on her hand. She's got some tape. Those are always so much fun. All right, we've got the first score for Macy, 6-1, which is the highest we've seen thus far for our team, Paynesville EVW. And a 5-9, so she'll get a 6.0. Isabel's going to start with a kip. Little knees, you want your toes to be in front of you. Long pause will be a little bit of a deduction there. Kip, kip. Little bit of an arm bend at the top. Back hip circle. And looks like she's going to do a flyaway. One thing that's different about her flyaway, she did it in a different shape. Tristan did hers in a tuck position, and Isabel did hers in a, I think, layout position. It was a little piked, so it'll be tough to say what the judges call that. But either way, it's a little bit higher of a difficulty than a tuck flyaway, so she'll get a little bit of a bonus there. Next up, well, final one of our gymnasts will be Becca Walls on the bars. .2 for Isabel on the first score. And a 6.6 on the second score. Becca starting with a kip. Little leg bend there. Very nice cast. She actually did an uprising kip. And a flyaway for her as well. And that is it for the varsity team for the Bulldogs and the Eagles. We will be now warming up our junior varsity team on the bars, and the varsity team will be competing for Maple Lake Irish on the vaults. So they will be doing their 3-minute touch just as soon as the scores are flashed, and time begins. While we wait for the 3-minute touch, let's thank another one of our sponsors, Quick Trip. As a family-owned company based in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and home to more than 25,000 co-workers, Quick Trip of Paynesville is here for you. With their own bakery, kitchens, dairy, distribution, and transportation divisions, they produce much of what they serve themselves and deliver it right to our local store every day, so you always get fresh, quality products. Visit their website today at Quick Trip, that's KWIKTRIP.com. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price. I have been to the Paynesville Quick Trip, and I will say it's one of the nicer Quick Trips I've been in. I do live in Minneapolis, so been in a few that aren't my most favorite, but Paynesville's definitely has a lot of good products and friendly faces, which is nice. Competing for our junior varsity team on the bars will be Addison Bogey, Elena Mank, Haley Ramthun, Sorry if I did not pronounce that right. I have a hard name too, so I understand. We have Faith Dickhausen and McKenna Barton. Looks like the Maple Lake Irish varsity team has some nice vaults that they're warming up. Just saw a half on, full off, which is what Isabel competed earlier. So very competitive with us. Will be nice to see and see how close it comes to at the end. Looks like the Maple Lake team will be competing now on vaults. And we'll be starting up with Addison. Here she goes. She's doing a pull-up, pull-over mount on the bar. Nice big cast there. Missing a few elements on the top half, so she'll have a lower start value since she didn't hit all the requirements, but nonetheless, pretty good routine and very brave for her to get up on the bars. It's definitely an intimidating event. Next we have Elena Menk, and for this event we will only have one judge on bars for junior varsity. She's doing a pull-up, pull-over mount. Nice big cast. Great back hip circle. She had great lines there. The hardest part is always jumping to the high bar. It's definitely the scariest part. And a nice turn on the bottom. All right, now we have Haley competing for the Bulldogs. And a 2.0 for Miss Elena. Nice big cast there. Little knee bend on the back hip circle, but great lines. Nice squat on. That will give her a little bit more points. Oop, little knee bend on the bottom there will be a fall, which is 5/10. Now we've got Faith. Nice pull-up, pull-over on the top. Big cast, very nice lines on the back hip circle, very straight like a board. Jumping to the high bar. Tap swing. And a dismount. Very nice landing, no deductions there. And now we will have McKenna, and she'll be the final gymnast on the bars for us today. Pull-up, pull-over mount. Nice big cast. Fast back hip circle, little pause, nice squat on. Tap swing, and a back hip circle. Nice. Pretty good routine. Pretty good routine. Little steps at the bottom before she saluted, so might get about a half a tenth for that. Other than that, she had nice lines. Looks like Maple Lake has possibly one or two more girls left to compete on the vault. Looks like she had a really nice half on, full off. She did have a lot of power on that one. While Maple Lake is finishing up, I'll take a minute to talk about Central Minnesota Credit Union. As a member-owned organization, Central Minnesota Credit Union is enhancing the lives of members and community through strength, service, and growth. CMCU has always been willing to go the extra mile and work with members' requests. Visit their website for more information at mycmcu.org. That's mycmcu.org. Looks like that was a front entrance with a full twist off. Something that's really interesting that they started doing right when I was finishing up gymnastics here. When I grew up in gymnastics, I was able to have a sting mat in the front of the springboard. However, that is no longer allowed unless you're doing a Yurchenko entry, which is a round off back handspring onto the vaults. Not really sure why that regulation went into place. It can be tricky to retrain your brain, but these girls were lucky to not grow up having that mat in the front. She entered a little close to the front of the vault, and so that's why she did land a little bit closer. Not necessarily a deduction for that, but it does kind of hinder the lines of your vault and where you're hitting. So could see a little bit of a deduction there. Looks like this is their last gymnast to compete. She's doing a front handspring full. A fall on the mat will be 5/10 deduction, but she did have a very nice fast entry, so I'm confident she'll be able to pull it off this next time. Still a pretty good score for even having a fall, so sometimes it is worth it to go a little bit harder on the skill to up your degree of difficulty. Much better vault that time, so we should see a higher score for her. Looks like our sanitizing crew is over there making sure all the mats are nice and clean. And we are going to head to a commercial break.
Make Wealth Management has offices located in Paynesville and Wilmer and is a comprehensive wealth management, investment, and insurance firm. As your trusted advisors, we are wholly dedicated to helping you reach a higher purpose for your wealth and design a lasting legacy for your family. We leverage deep industry knowledge, a vast network of specialized services, proven investment strategies, and a passion for serving you. Let Make Wealth Management help you live your life by design not by default.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
M&M Lumber is your lumberyard, hardware store, paint department, and rental center, all rolled into one convenient location. Their operation includes numerous departments staffed with knowledgeable personnel who are able to assist with material estimates, product selection, provide tips to make your project go more smoothly. Stop by M&M Lumber today to get your ideas and plans in motion. Visit their website at mmlumberrental.com. The experts at Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning provide fast, affordable HVAC and plumbing repair for your home, business, and remodeling service. They offer plumbing and water jetting services along with heating and air conditioning products, insulation, drain cleaning products, and other services. Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and AC is based out of Richmond, Minnesota, and serves the surrounding areas. For friendly, experienced technicians you can count on, better get Gilk. Find them on their website at gilkplumbing.com.
And we are back on our Bulldog live stream. Thank you to our sponsors for making this possible for families and friends to stay connected with the girls while they compete. It's always so important when you're a gymnast to have those people supporting you, cheering you on. I know for me, I always like to see both my parents in the audience, and sometimes my mom was actually my coach, so I actually had her right next to me, which was nice. So very thankful that BNC could put this together with the help of some sponsors for our viewing purposes. We are on our third rotation, so we will have, well, I guess fourth rotation, second rotation for event-wise. So we have our junior varsity team getting ready on the balance beam, which is 4 inches wide, so a little bit tricky. It's one of those events where you're either really confident or you get a little nervous, but it's definitely a muscle memory for a lot of the girls. You do have to have quite a bit of trust in yourself that you know where you're going to be placing your hands, where you're going to be placing your feet. It's kind of like a fight or flight mode, and you just have to hope that your hands and your feet are fighting for you to stay on. The beam is also 3 feet off the ground, so a lot of the girls, it is pretty high up for them. Gymnasts are typically, not always the tallest people, but so it's a little scary when the beam is so far up off the ground. Actually, our varsity team is competing. Oops. So for our varsity team on the beam, we have competing Ava, Tristan, Haley, Isabel, and Becca. They'll be doing their 3-minute touch to get themselves warmed up and try to get any skills out of the way that they need a little bit more practice on. If you hear the music in the background, it is a test run that the music is working for the girls on floor. So for the balance beam, they're going to be judged on a couple of things. So like the other 2 events that we just had, they're more of routines that don't have to have artistry to them. But for balance beam and floor exercise, they're actually judging on the flow of your routine. There are elements that you have to have, like going down on the beam, changing levels. You do have to have at least a full turn. You have to have a jump series. You have to have a tumble dance, which means a dance element connected to a cartwheel, a round off, a back handspring, some sort of tumbling skill. And you also need to have a tumbling series, which means you connect 2 tumbling skills together without a pause. The combinations are endless. Looks like some of the girls are having fun on the floor over here with each other's floor music. Each skill that you perform has a certain degree of difficulty. Sometimes the more twisting, the higher the jump level is going to be. There are certain jumps that are harder than others, like a straddle jump where you split both your legs on either side of the beam, and then you have to just hope that your legs come back together to land. Another deduction that's pretty common is any hand touch to the beam that's not required for a skill is actually counted as a fall. So anytime the girls are really wobbling, if they touch their hand to the beam, it will be a fall. And then if they fall off in addition, it's actually 2 falls. So you want to make sure you're not touching the beam unless you have to. Another common deduction is if they're going to be doing a shoulder roll or a extension roll on the beam or a forward roll, they cannot grab underneath the beam. That will be a 3/10 deduction. This event, they're going to be looking for nice pointed toes, straight knees, nice lines. It's an opportunity for the girls to show a little personality to the judges with a sweet smile or some of their fun dance moves. Looks like our girls are finished warming up, and we were going to go ahead and get started. We've got 2 judges on this event, so we will be averaging the scores, and we'll be starting with Ava. Nice jump on mount. She got a wolf jump in there. Full turn. A little bit of a wobble, might be 2/10 deduction. Wolf jump connected to a tuck 3/4, so that would be her jump series. She's got a cartwheel, pivot. She did get a little bit of a spot there on the back walkover, which will also be a deduction for getting spat. It's not a deduction if they just stand there, but if they do actually touch you, it is a deduction. That was an attempt at a series of a back walkover, back walkover. It won't count as a series since she did have a long pause. And then she got an aerial dismount. The Maple Hill team is on the floor right now with their JV. Looks like the scores are being counted, and up next for us on the beam for the Bulldogs is going to be Tristan Lamberson. For your mount, you can do a multiple different ways to get on the beam. You can enter at the end. I always entered from the side, and other girls will just jump on versus actually doing a mount. Just depends on if they're consistent with their mounts or not, or if they need the skill. Looks like the first score is a 5.8. And a 5.9, so she'll be getting a 5.85. So she's got her level change there. That's why she goes at the bottom of the beam. You don't have to do a skill for the level change, but you do just have to get lower. Her full turn. Ooh. So that will be a 5/10 deduction for the fall, but she does get credit for the skill. She's got a forward roll as her tumbling element and a forward roll. Ooh, another 5/10 deduction there, but her series will count. She did connect it, so she'll get credit for that. Like she's going for a back walkover. She did get the spot, so she'll get a little bit of a deduction there. Another fall, so her 5/10. There's her dance flexibility skill, which is also a requirement. Wolf jump connected to a chuck jump for her jump series. Looks like she'll be getting ready to dismount, and a back tuck. Next up for the Bulldogs on the balance beam is going to be Haley. Just waiting on the scores now before we can begin. Looks like we got one of them. Now, if the judges disagree and they're more than 5/10 apart, they will have to meet to discuss what elements they did give credit for or didn't give credit for and what they saw. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. Looks like a 5-5 and a 5-8-5, so she should be getting a 5-6-2-5. Here goes Haley. Jump on mount. A little bit of a pause, so she won't get credit for connecting those two elements together. It's going for the full turn. A little bit of a tricky. It just depends on how high you are in your releve and how tight you squeeze. On those turns, you do want to see your foot at a 90-degree angle, so your toe should connect to your knee. Looks like she's going for a shoulder roll, and that does count as her level change as well. Notice how she grabbed at the top of the beam. That is exactly how you're supposed to compete that. Got a little bit of a dance element in there. Looks like she's going for a cartwheel. Nice and steady, going for another cartwheel. So that will be her tumbling series. Very nice. That will get credit for that. She did connect that nicely. This will be her flexibility element, getting the splits on the beam. Always a nice shot. And it also counts for her level of change. Wolf jump. Connected to a tuck 3/4. Didn't quite get the tuck jump all the way into a tuck. So they might take that as a straight jump and give her a little bit deductions. And then it looks like she did a one-handed front walkover at the end. She wouldn't get any extra points for the one hand, but it definitely looks a little bit different and changes things up. Next up for us, the Bulldogs, is going to be Isabel Campbell. This is her senior year, so it'll be her last time competing as a gymnast for the Bulldogs. Her last first home meet, bittersweet, but many more to come. Looks like the scores have been counted. We're getting one of them flashed. Looks like it's a 6-4. And a 6-2, so a 6-3 for Haley. Straddle jump mount, which is a little bit unusual, followed by a pike jump. She did have flex toes, so she will get a deduction for that, probably a 10th, and then the fall for 5/10. She just got down on the beam for her level change. Gonna go for the full turn. These have been a little tricky for us today, so we'll see. She did get it. Now, since she did a straight leg one, she will get a little bit of a higher difficulty there. Going for a back walkover. Has bent legs. We'll get a couple of tenths of deduction for that. Little wobble, so I'm not sure that they'll count that series as connected. It did not flow, it did pause. Got a little bit of dance element there. Going for a switch leap. Switch leap wants to hit 180 degrees, as does the straddle jump. She did have a little bit of wobbles there, so I'm not sure that they'll be counting that connection or just giving deductions for it. going for a round off for her flight skill, which will increase her degree of difficulty and her start value. Has her element of flexibility. Did come down with a little bit of a flexed toe, so she might want to watch that. Straddle jump, tuck 3/4. She did have a nice connection on that one. Looks like she's going to go for a back tuck. She did go for a layout shape. Typically in a layout, you want to stay in a hollow, which is like a dish. So you want to squeeze nice and tight. She did have a little bit of a knee bend there, so we'll get maybe a 1/2 deduction for that. And last up for the varsity team for the Paynesville EVW Bulldogs, and I think they're still the Eagles, it's been a while, is going to be Becca Walls, and she is going to mount from the side, so she'll have something a little bit different than the other girls had. And Isabel had a 6.85 for the first score and a 7.0 for the second score for a 9.25 as a total, 6.925. Side mount, nice connection, twisted a little bit crooked, that's why she maybe had slipped, didn't quite get it upright. Full turn. Gave a little smile to the judge. We always like to see that. Straddle jump. And a pike jump 3/4, which is pretty difficult to twist. Back walkover. Connected to a back walkover. Very nice connection. Her second back walkover had very nice straight legs on it and beautiful pointed toes. She just went down on one knee for her change of level. A round off for that flight squill. Ooh, squeeze, squeeze. We'll take 5/10 for the fall, but she still get credit for the flight, which will increase her degree of difficulty and her start value. And then a tuck dismount. A very nice routine. She did get quite a bit of the elements in there, had very nice connections. Should see a pretty good score from her. And that is it for the varsity team on the beam for the Bulldogs. We will now be warming up the junior varsity team on the beam for the Bulldogs and the Maple Hill team on the floor, and then we'll head to a commercial break while they warm up.
Egg Wealth Management has offices located in Paynesville and Wilmer and is a comprehensive wealth management, investment, and insurance firm. As your trusted advisors, we are wholly dedicated to helping you reach a higher purpose for your wealth and design a lasting legacy for your family. We leverage deep industry knowledge, a vast network of specialized services, proven investment strategies, and a passion for serving you. Let Make Wealth Management help you live your life by design, not by default.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
M&M Lumber is your lumberyard, hardware store, paint department, and rental center, all rolled into one convenient location. Their operation includes numerous departments staffed with knowledgeable personnel who are able to assist with material estimates, product selection, provide tips to make your project go more smoothly. Stop by M&M Lumber today to get your ideas and plans in motion. Visit their website at mmlumberrental.com. The experts at Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning provide fast, affordable HVAC and plumbing repair for your home, business, and remodeling service. They offer plumbing and water jetting services along with heating and air conditioning products, insulation, drain cleaning products, and other services. Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and AC is based out of Richmond, Minnesota, and serves the surrounding areas. For friendly, experienced technicians you can count on, better get Gilk. Find them on their website at gilkplumbing.com.
All right, and we are back. We've got our junior varsity Bulldogs warming up on the balance beam, competing for the Bulldogs on the JV rotation will be Elena Mink, Madison Price, Faith Dickhausen, Addison Bogey, Macy, and McKenna. And then the varsity girls for Maple Lake is going to be warming up on the floor right now. All right, we will take a minute to thank another one of our sponsors. That's Community Ed. Did you know that this student broadcast live stream is a community education program? How about Paynesville Fitness Center, PAWS School Age Childcare, ECFE, Preschool, Youth Recreation and Enrichment, Summer Recreation and Enrichment, Adult Basic Education, Adult Enrichment and Recreation programs? They are all Paynesville area community education programs too. Check out our website at www.paynesvillece.com to take part in Community Ed. That's Community Ed. Looks like the Maple Lake girls are going to be starting on floor now. And Elena will be starting on beam for us. All right, jump on mount. Easy way to get on the beam and the safest way for sure. Tuck jump. Wolf jump. That will be her jump series. Going for the full turn. Really nice full turn, nice quick, she stuck it. Going for a cartwheel, nice. Going for another cartwheel to connect her series. She did take a little pause, so I'm not sure they'll count it, but nonetheless, it was a great attempt. Going down on the beam for her level change and getting her shoulder roll in. She's almost grabbing under the beam, but she didn't quite, so that's good. Got a little bit of a fun dance in there for her. She's doing a scale arabesque for her flexibility. And a nice aerial mount. Ooh, that's okay. That happens sometimes. She laughed it off. It's all good. Next up for the Bulldogs, Eagles, is going to be Madison. Madison Price, 9th grade. Just waiting for those scores. Looks like she's going to start. Elena had a 5.05. Sometimes those quarter deductions make the score a little odd. She got a half turn in and another half turn. Want to keep that chest nice and tall. Going for her scale arabesque. This one you do want to look like a Nike swoosh, so you want to have a nice arch back. Tuck jump. Ooh. We'll see if she's going to reattempt. Give it a wolf jump. Almost had that one. Sometimes when you fall off on an element, you can get back up and reattempt it. You might fall again, but you also might stick it, and then it counts for your credits. She's doing a shoulder roll now. She got it. Looks like she's gonna go for a cartwheel. Since she didn't touch her foot on the beam, it won't count. It will just count as the fall. When you are doing skills, your foot at least needs to land on the beam or touch the beam for it to count. So sometimes when you're falling, you just gotta smack that foot on there to make it count. Nice dismount landing. Looks like we've got Faith up next on the beam. Just waiting on the score here before she can start. All right, and here she goes. Gonna step on the beam. Got a little dance there. Nice full turn. That would be her scale, her flexibility element. Tuck jump. Wolf jump, so that will count as her jump series. Here comes her level change with a shoulder roll. Want to make sure you don't grab underneath that beam. Very nice. Going for a cartwheel. Oops, she got the foot on, so it does count. Oh, that was a nicer attempt. Her feet got on, so she will get credit for the skill. Going for the dismount. And a nice round off dismount. Very nice routine. Up on the beam, we will have Macy Brutger. Just waiting on that score. Looks like she'll be starting. Nice flexibility skill there for her. Looks like a 4.55 for Faith. Going for the full turn. Nice stick. We do want to see that foot connected to that ankle. So she'll get a little bit of a deduction there, maybe a 0.25. Nice cartwheel. Going for another cartwheel. Big smile on her face, and she stuck that. Nice to see. She had a little bit of a pause, so she might lose a little bit there with the series. Wolf jump. Tuck half. Nice connection there. Can tell she's very confident. And a nice dismount. A very nice routine. Always fun to see them really have fun and enjoy themselves up there. It is scary to be up there. Looks like our final, oh, now it's Macy. That was Addison. Looks like she got a 4.85 for Addison. Macy's got a nice smile, doing her element of flexibility. A very nice needle there. Going for the full turn. She did put her foot behind her, so it wasn't a complete full turn. Going for a cartwheel. It's all right, she did get the foot on, so it will count. And another cartwheel. Almost got that one. Going for her shoulder roll. Want to make sure you don't grab underneath that beam. Nice. Will count as a tumbling skill. Gave a nice smile to the judges. She got a tuck jump and a wolf jump for her series. Nice connection there. And a nice round off on the bottom. And our final gymnast to compete for our JV team will be McKenna. Looks like we had a 4.75 for Macy Brutker. Going for the split for her flexibility element. And going for the cartwheel. Had a little bent leg at the top. She is taking a full turn here. Nice stick. A little bit of a flex toe. That's about a 10th deduction. Split jump. Tuck half. Good connection for her series. That split jump, they do want to see that being at 180 degrees. Going for a back walkover. She did get the spot, so she will get a couple 10th deduction there. And another spot. She didn't touch that foot, so that skill will not count. She did have a little bit of a pause, so the connection won't count for her degree of difficulty. But she got the first one for sure. Going for her dismount. She did save herself on that one. A very nice save on the landing there. And that concludes our JV team on the beam. We'll just be waiting for the score. That was a very nice wolf jump full. She had her leg at horizontal. Something that the judges look for on the floor exercise is their artistry and how they're patterned on the floor. You want to use the full floor space instead of just staying in one corner. So they are looking for that flow. My leg was a little low in the back there, but it was a nice connection. All right, we are switching to the next rotation, the final rotation. We'll have the Paynesville Bulldogs on the floor exercise and Maple Lake Irish on the beam, and this will be their final rotation. We will start with junior varsity on the floor for Paynesville. We've got Ron Walls out there sanitizing the floor, making sure it's safe for our girls on the refresh team. And then the varsity Maple Lake Irish will be on the balance beam to start. We'll do our 3-minute touch here to get the girls nice and warmed up so they're safe while they compete. Make sure they're feeling comfortable and confident while they warm up their skills. You can smell the sanitizer in the air. It's great. For our floor junior varsity team, we'll be having Addison, Haley, Elena, and Ava. And for our varsity lineup, we have Macy, McKenna, Tristan, Becca, and Isabel. Go ahead and talk about another one of our wonderful sponsors. You've seen some of their commercials, MAG Wealth Management. Have you ever sat across from a financial advisor and only understood every third word they were saying? At MAG Wealth Management, they believe clients should understand everything that is happening with their money. That advisors should be just as good about explaining investments as they are at making them. Discover the right investment strategy for you at magwealth.com. Another wonderful sponsor of ours is Gilk Plumbing and Heating. Gilk Plumbing and Heating is located in Richmond, Minnesota, and serves the surrounding areas. Whether you're looking to replace the faucet in your kitchen, clear a frozen pipe, or just need help getting the toilet to run again, Gilk has you covered for all your AC, plumbing, and heating needs. Check out their website at Gilk, that's G-I-L-K, plumbing.com. Floor exercise was always one of my favorites. I also had trained in dance, so being able to combine gymnastics and dance in one exercise was always so much fun. These girls' floor routines will be under 1 minute and 30 seconds, and they have to fit 3 tumbling passes in that. One of those has to be a forward entry. They will have to do a tumble dance like they do on the beam, where a tumbling skill is connected to a dance element. They need to have a full turn. They'll need to have a acro series, which is 2 acro skills combined together. We will start with Addison. Looks like the Bulldogs have wrapped up their 3-minute touch. Another interesting fact about gymnastics is the floor music's not allowed to have any words. Makes it a little less fun, and you have to come up with a little bit more creative of music, but you can have music that has traditional songs, but you can cut them out. But it is an interesting thing. I think it might distract the judges if it's a song that they know. So not sure where that rule came in, but I think that's been around since gymnastics first started. You'll also notice a white tape outline. That is the bounds of the floor. Once they step in bounds, if they step outside of the bounds, it will be a 10th deduction for each step. And you can also count falls on the floor as well. Looks like Addison is getting ready to start. Starting with her first tumbling pass, she's got a front entrance, front handspring, forward roll, cartwheel, connecting 3 elements together. She's got her leap series here with a leap, a handstand pirouette will give her some points. It's where you're in a handstand and you literally go in circles. Her second pass is a round off, back handspring, back walkover. She'll get a little bit of deduction for the pause there, but she did complete the skills. A front handspring, cartwheel, back walkover. A few steps there in the connection for a couple 10ths deduction. A very nice routine. Looks like she enjoyed herself there. Up next for the floor exercise will be Haley. We do only have one judge for junior varsity, so the score that she gets will be the score that she has. All right, a 5.5 for Addison. She's got some high energy. The judges will like to see that. She got her full turn in. She did have a little flex toe there. She got a front tuck, forward roll, cartwheel. She had a little step there to finish her, so that's a 10th. Dive roll. She's got great presence and energy on the floor, so she should score high in her artistry. Sometimes if they pause a little too long in the corner, they can take a 10th. Just depends on the mood of the judge sometimes. She's got a round off back handspring, back walkover. I'm sure she'll work towards a round off 2 back handspring. She did have a nice switch leap there. A little bent leg in the back of that split jump there for about a 1/2 10th deduction. Going in for her last tumbling pass here. She's going to be doing a front handspring, front roll, and a cart. Ooh, a front walkover. Very nice. She had really good connections there. Very nice routine from Haley. She had really great energy and presence. She really performed that very well. She should be getting a pretty good score on that one. Up next for the Bulldogs will be Elena May. Starting in the far corner. It does not matter which corner you start in. Each gymnast kind of has a preference on which tumbling passes they like where. And that's how I always decided where I was going to start on the floor. 6.7 for Haley. Nice full turn. Good flow. First pass. Round off back handspring. Back walkover. She had a really powerful back handspring. It'd be easy for her to do 2 back handsprings. There we go with the split leap. Straddle half. Wolf half. Nice jump series connection there. Going for the bonus there with the pirouette. She has very nice movement. Second pass here is going to be a front tuck, dive roll, cartwheel. This will count as her front entrance. Another full turn. Last pass for her. She is moving quickly. Round off back handspring, a very nice pass. Overall, really good routine. She flowed really nice, had good energy. Might get a little bit of a deduction there for a prolonged period standing in one spot, just because they like to see that flow and that artistry. Our last one to compete for the JV Bulldogs will be Ava. And a 6.6 for Elena. Full turn. Going in for her first pass here. Round up back handspring, back tuck. Very high, that's what you want to see. A little extra rebound at the bottom there. You want to see a nice tight finish. Switch sleep. Had a little bit of bent leg there. Will be a 0.5 deduction. Good jump series connection. Front walkover, round off back tuck. Had a little bit of a loose finish there, so she'll want to tighten that up. Front handspring. She's got a lot of power to her. Good to see that. Last pass here will be a round off back handspring, She could easily add a back tuck at the end of that. She's got a lot of power. Having a lot of fun here, showing off her smile. Going for the bonus with the pirouette. Let's see if she add a jump. Another switch sleep. And a very memorable way to end a routine. And that completes the JV rotation for the Bulldogs. The varsity girls will start warming up here shortly. And then we will be finishing the Maple Lake Irish on the beam here. This is their varsity team. Oh, she did a dive cartwheel. So right before her hands hit, she had a moment where both her hands and her feet were off the beam at the same time. So that will count as her flight skill. Front walkover, very nice. You don't see a ton of front walkovers on the beam because you do get to see where your hands go, but you don't get to see where your feet go. So that's a little tricky. .8 on the floor for Ava from the Bulldogs. So the way the scoring works for the overall total is they take the top 4 scores out of the girls that competed and they add them together, and then they add them all together for all 4 events, and whoever has the highest score will win the meet. Going for her full turn. Ooh. 5/10 for that fall. She did get her feet in front of her, so it will count. Very nice jump there. She does have a really nice both jumps. I saw her on the floor. Tuck full and a pike jump. Pretty hard combination there. Going for a cartwheel series here. Very nice connection, very solid. Very nice, split 3/4. Going for a bonus there with that one. And she's gonna dismount with an aerial. Very nice. All right, so the JV girls are going to start warming up, and we're gonna take a commercial break.
Make Wealth Management has offices located in Paynesville and Wilmer and is a comprehensive wealth management, investment, and insurance firm. As your trusted advisors, we are wholly dedicated to helping you reach a higher purpose for your wealth and design a lasting legacy for your family. We leverage deep industry knowledge, a vast network of specialized services, proven investment strategies, and a passion for serving you. Let Make Wealth Management help you live your life by design, not by default.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
M&M Lumber is your lumberyard, hardware store, paint department, and rental center, all rolled into one convenient location. Their operation includes numerous departments staffed with knowledgeable personnel who are able to assist with material estimates, product selection, provide tips to make your project go more smoothly. Stop by M&M Lumber today to get your ideas and plans in motion. Visit their website at mmlumberrental.com. The experts at Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning provide fast, affordable HVAC and plumbing repair for your home, business, and remodeling service. They offer plumbing and water jetting services along with heating and air conditioning products, insulation, drain cleaning products, and other services. Gilk Plumbing, Heating, and AC is based out of Richmond, Minnesota, and serves the surrounding areas. For friendly, experienced technicians you can count on, better get Gilk. Find them on their website at gilkplumbing.com.
All right, we are back, just wrapping up our 3-minute touch here for Paynesville EVW varsity on the floor and the Maple Lake JV on the beam. Girls look like they've warmed up as many skills as they needed to. Competing for us on the floor for varsity will be Macy, McKenna, Tristan, Becca, and Isabel. We'll be starting with Macy Bretger. Ooh, very beautiful dance skill there. Going for her bonus with the pirouettes. Front tuck, cartwheel. She did need one more skill to complete that series pass. She must not have had enough room. She did a full and a half there with her leg up. Got a switch leap, split leap. Since her foot did come down before they connected together, she'll take a little deduction there. Front tuck, round off back handspring. She'll get a little deduction for that pause in between those skills. Her jump series there was connected very well. Taking some downtime to cool off before she goes for her final pass here. And a round off back handspring, back handspring. She'll get a little bit deduction because her knees were separated and her legs were bent. You want to see it legs together, legs straight. Very nice routine from Macy. She got all her elements in there. She made it look like a piece of cake. We do have 2 judges on the floor, so they will average the scores. Up next for the Bulldogs will be McKenna Barton. Just waiting on the judges here. They're going to try and communicate to each other to see where they're about with their scores before they decide that it's final. Just decides on what they're giving credit and where they're starting. Looks like we got a 7.0 and a 7.1 makes it a pretty easy for a 7.05. Switch sleep, straddle jump for her series connection. Going in for her second tumbling pass here. And a front walkover to finish the pass. Dive roll with a straddle through for a fun dance element. Going in for her third and final pass. She's got her round off back handspring, full turn. Very nice routine. And joining us is my mom, Jen. Most of you probably know her. She'll be helping me commentate on the routines for the remainder. Thanks for joining, Mom. You're welcome. Up next on the floor, we have Tristan Lamberson. Just waiting on the judges here. Got the first score, 7.5 and a 7.5, so no need to average those ones.
Yeah,
It's pretty rare that they both agree.
Pretty rare that they actually line up like that. Nice full turn. We got back handspring, back tuck.
Little knee bend on the back there for probably about a 10th deduction. Nice round off straddle jump. Front tuck, dive roll, cartwheel. Good connection on that one. Jump series was a straddle wolf full.
Here we go into another pass. Back handspring, back handspring.
Going for her bonus here with the pirouettes.
Yep. Tuck full.
Tuck 3/4.
Tuck 3/4.
All right, up next for Bulldogs EVW will be Becca Walls. Jen, what's your favorite event to watch?
I'd have to say I'm a floor watcher.
What's your favorite event to coach?
Actually bars, to be honest. Yes, definitely bars.
What's the event that made you most nervous to watch me and Melina do?
Beam would be the most nerve-wracking event to watch.
First score looks like it's going to be a 7.8. They have to agree to be in the same range.
And it's close enough. It's with
So 7.7 for
7.7,
Tristan.
Yeah.
Wolf full. Almost got the leg completely horizontal. First
tumbling pass. Nice layout.
Going into her second pass should be a front entrance. Toe tuck.
Forward roll, cartwheel.
Pretty classic pass, I'd say.
Yeah, pretty standard pass.
I'm not sure if we were going straddle or pike, but I think they'll give her credit for the jump series there.
Was connected. Was well connected.
Last pass here. Going for a layout. Second one had a little bit less height.
Little tuck in there.
Yeah.
In that second layout.
Mini tuck.
Still overall a very nice routine.
And our last competitor on the floor for varsity and for the meet will be Isabel Campbell.
I'm glad I got here just in the nick of time to see it all wrap up.
Yep. Carried you.
Good job, Caitlin.
Isabella is a senior, so this will be her last first home meet, and she'll be last on the floor. Kind of a fun way to wrap up a senior year is to be the final competitor.
All I know is I'm feeling really old today because I remember these guys when they were very little.
I said that too.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I aged at least 20 years.
We had an 8-1, and I missed the other one. First pass
for
here.
our first pass.
A
Very
layout.
nice height on that layout. That was a very
I
nice.
think you could walk right underneath that one.
You could walk underneath that one. Very nice.
Full turn. Leg was a little bent on that one, probably about half tenth.
Get a little deduction there.
Second pass should be front entrance. Front tuck,
Tuck,
front
front
tuck.
tuck.
Ooh, got a little fall there, 5/10 deduction, but she did get the credit for the double salto. Didn't quite make it around for that turn on the last one.
All right, here we go.
Final
Final
pass.
pass. Enough to do a double back there. I'm
Two
pretty sure.
backhand spring tuck,
she's,
yeah.
she's definitely
Got some power.
got some power in that
Going for
tumbling
the
there.
bonus there.
There you go.
Nice way to wrap up the meet. I think you could have walked underneath that one too, Mom.
You could walk underneath her. Tumbling is huge. She's always been a very big tumbler.
That'll just take some time for them to
Kind of tally other
calculate
things.
everything.
So Caitlin, you asked me my favorite events. What was your favorite event to compete?
Floor.
Floor, yeah. And what is your favorite event to coach?
Beam.
Beam?
It's the easiest to spot.
Easiest. This is true. Very true.
Scariest event? Bars.
Bars.
Could just peel off at any second.
That's true. Any second. It could be a peel.
Or that time I jumped on the bars and they weren't tight. I almost fell right over. Made it through the whole routine and they were like, oh my gosh, are they going to stay standing?
So did I miss lots of great action?
You did.
Yes.
Yep.
How would the vault go?
Vault went well. Lots of front handsprings for JV. Lots of halves for varsity. Scoring at about mid-eights.
Nice.
Mid-eights.
Okay.
Bars went fairly decent. Lots of kips.
Good.
Lots of kips.
Good. Kips are good.
Tristan had a really nice flyaway.
Ooh, good.
Nice bar height flyaway.
Nice.
Probably like low fives. low 5s, maybe
Not bad.
a low 6 in there. Beam went pretty well. Lots of cartwheels, back walkovers.
Ooh,
Here's
I'm
some
getting to see some replay there.
Nice pike.
That was a nice pike. It was a nice landing. Very
She
solid.
had a nice series here. Nice, easy connection.
Nice, good connection.
This was
yeah.
Becca we're replaying.
Nice round off. Squeeze, squeeze. There, she held it. There we go.
It's always kind of funny to see the face right before they do a skill.
Yeah, or after when they land something big. They have that moment. Did you ever think we'd do something like this?
No,
No.
No.
This is kind of a
no. I think
stretch
we're
for the both of us
we're
here.
the new Nastia Lukin and Bart. I'm Nastia Lukin, you're Bart.
Okay. I can see that.
I've always been Nastia.
That's right.
You've always been Bart.
Oh, yeah. This is, yeah.
Well, I grew up doing gymnastics not in Paynesville.
Correct. We started when you were really little.
Yep.
Very little.
And we drove 45 minutes to Sauk Rapids, and some of my funniest memories are that they made a rule at gymnastics that anyone who was late had to run 30 laps around the floor, while being in Paynesville,
We were late a lot.
We were late every day.
That's why you guys made good track stars later.
Yeah, because of all the running. They eventually stopped that rule because it seemed to have just been us and another family that was driving pretty
From Brainerd.
far.
From Brainerd.
So, got a lot of laps in around the floor, but only makes you stronger.
That's right.
Another fun thing that we did that I'm not sure it's even still around anymore is tops gymnastics.
Yep, tops
and
gymnastics.
it was testing you on your strength and conditioning.
Yeah, correct. Only
Strength and conditioning and
Just strength.
flexibility.
Yep.
So we would go through. We had to climb the rope
With no
without our
legs.
legs in a pike. You had to do wall hangs. We did leg
Toe
lifts,
touches. Yep.
press handstands.
Press handstands.
We did bar
Splits,
hangs.
Bar hangs.
We did something on the vault too, and I can't remember what it was. But we used to drive all the way down to White Bear Lake, which now seems weird to me because I live there, so it's like it's not even that far when I think about it. But
It seemed far then.
we would go to Flip's gym and compete against the best of the best in our strength and conditioning. I was never as good at as Milena was.
You were better at flexibility.
Yeah, 'cause I was the Nastia. She's the Sean.
And if you put you and Melina together, then we really would have, yeah.
Yeah, been a good gymnast. One
Been a good
together,
gymnast,
best
yes.
gymnast.
But I am really impressed. I must say, I really like the Bulldogs' new warm-ups.
And their leotards look nice.
The leotards, they jeweled them since I've seen them last. They
and
look really
when
nice and flashy.
I was competing, I had a green bottom, which
yeah,
black
no,
bottoms are much better.
Much better.
More friendly for, the things you got to watch for.
A little more flattering. And I like the number. I see a nice large number coming out. That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a good mix of Eden Valley and Paynesville, I think. I'm
Like I said,
presuming.
it's been fun because I've seen a lot of these girls grow up in the gym. So
Yeah, a lot of these kids, when they were little,
started
so
in
it's kinda-
community education.
That's right. Community ed.
They're not going to give us the results, so you guys can just.
Oh, all right. Well, they're
alrighty.
not going to give us the results.
We're not going to have some results. But
That
if you were
happens.
to presume a winner tonight, I didn't get to see all the scoring. Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I feel like it might be a little close. I think they definitely
close?
had us on vaults. I think bars, but I think we did a little bit better on floor and beams. So I think it'd be pretty close.
It'll be a pretty
actually.
close meet. It looked like
Yeah.
a pretty close competition when I came in.
Yeah.
Looked like things were looking.
I think we
quite like
definitely
that.
have them on floor. I think a lot of our tumbling was a bit bigger.
Yeah.
A little bit
Well, I'm
more.
kind of sad I missed most of it, but
Yeah. Oh well.
I'll get to watch it. So
Thanks for joining the live stream.
Yeah, thank you.
And to all those viewers that will watch it once it's uploaded to YouTube. So make sure you rewatch and watch 1,000 more times with your gymnasts. They can slow themselves down and watch their routines and see where they might be able to fix a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
There we go. Thank you.
Awesome. Caitlin killed it, Jen.
I know. I knew she would.
Awesome.
I knew she would be able to like